So today I'm going to talk about pain. I think a lot of people keeping themselves in a place of pain. They don't acknowledge their pain. They feel it maybe, but they don't acknowledge it. So they could be in a painful position, but they don't make changes. It becomes something that they tolerate, that they endure, and maybe even have the idea of that there is some virtue to being in pain. Um, and I want to kind of deconstruct that a little bit. So for once, I think we should not ignore pain. It's an indicator. There's a lesson in there about something we don't want, or something that's harmful to us, something that needs to change, something that we participate in that's not good for us, or something that we should be doing but not doing. So there's a lesson in pain, and if you don't acknowledge it and ignore it, I think it just keeps adding up. It becomes worse and worse, and also whatever is wrong just gets more wrong. So if we have indicators telling us something is not right, then and we acknowledge it, we can see a lesson and something maybe like we need to go in a different direction, or maybe this is not right, we need to do that. And that lesson or the desire also for something better is not acknowledged. So we don't realize what the desire for the next better thing would be, or what we need to change if we ignore the pain. So I think ultimately it leads only to a worse place. And I think a lot of people think of pain as a virtue, maybe. But I think they're virtuous by suffering or being in pain. And while I think pain is absolutely part of life and is necessary, you cannot go through life without ever experiencing pain. Pain is coming if we have bad relationships, if we're doing the wrong things, be it work-wise, be it situations, whatever it is. We cannot go through life without experiencing pain, but the pain is an indicator or a signal to make a change, and also to now think about to create a new desire for something better. But if we don't do that, we could, for example, end up in a place that ends up being hell or misery, where we could also end up in a dead-end job, but we don't acknowledge it. So we stay in something that's not good for us. And that's just one example. But I think in general that's why it's important to acknowledge pain. So, and I think because a lot of people develop some kind of tolerance to pain, they're staying stuck in something that's not good for them. And I think there's a good question to inquisite the pain. So for once, what kind of lesson is the pain telling me? Or what's the lesson behind this? Then why am I tolerating it? So what is the reason that I'm tolerating it? And I think if you take a journal or something and you just write it out, then you get an idea to why you do what you do, and why you keep yourself in a position or place that's not good for you, or where you need to make a change or stop doing something that's harmful to you. And I think those are good questions to just ask yourself. So one again, I think what is the pain trying to teach you, or what's the lesson behind it? What are you tolerating right now, and also why are you tolerating it? And I think if you have ask yourself those three questions, then you get an idea to why you do what you do, and could make better changes or choices. And those are my thoughts to pain. And if you have any thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.